be working on a project, The Patriots versus the Loyalists, creating a digital poster board using Discovery Education. Step 1 will be to go to your Clever page. When you get to your Clever page, step 2 will be to look for Discovery Education, which looks like a D with the globe on it, and click. On the bottom of the page, you will see where it states Board Builder. Step 3 is to click on Board Builder. It will bring you to the page with different templates of how to create your digital board. You will choose one of the 6 on the board. I will choose the history one. I will enter my title depending if I'm a loyalist or a patriot. I will type in either group and then press continue. I will save my board. It will then take me to my digital poster board. The first thing I would do is I will click on the headline, change it to Loyalist as my title, and as I typed, notice that a box appeared on the right hand side where it says Edit Headline. This is where you can change your background to different options of what you want it to look like. I will choose the Post-it. Here, I can change what the background is, but I can also make the font a little bigger. It looks pretty good to me, so I will keep it as is. I will exit out of my headline and move on to the editing tools on the left-hand side. Now, sometimes it might close your editing tools, or you may close them there with the X, but you may always get them again by pressing on the pencil. As the editor tools, you will have themes where you can change them to any of the choices below. So if I wanted the scientific method, I can change that board to that. I'm going to go back to history though. I will go back to themes and press the arrow. I want to now change my background to a different color. I no longer want orange. I want the purple. So I will now change my background to purple. I would like to go back to my editor tools. And now I want to change my foreground. I can change my foreground, which is this yellow area, and I'm going to this time make it green. There are more colors here to choose from. If you choose to change them, it gives you more options of colors. If I did not like that color, I can also press undo and it reverts back to what I had chosen. Maybe I want it to be gray, so I change it to gray. I will go back to my tools. Now, if I want to edit the information on my loyalist, the text style that I would like, I might want to change my font to a different type. I wanted to create use Lobster 2. I can also change the font color to a dark purple or blue. And as well, you can use more colors and so forth. I want to now go back, and I'm going to talk about add items in a little bit. But on our board, there are different boxes. Notice that when I hovered over the first box, it gave me a media file. Anytime I hover and I can see that, that means I can change any information that I have here. The little X shows me that I can get rid of this box as well. Well, I want to search for a video, and this media, it could be a picture, it could be a video, or it can be sound. And I want to search for some videos to add to my project. So I will click in and type in Loyalist because that's the group I chose. I will type in search. I will filter to middle school content. It will filter all the videos that pertain to the revolution. I will pick this one. And notice that it gives you a breakdown of all the different segments on the video. So therefore I can scroll here and I can keep going to find a video that I think is appropriate for my project. I think I would like to use this video on Peter Francisco. I'm going to click on these little dots, the white dots, they're called blueberries, and it gives you a pop-up of more actions. I want to add this to my content because now I will be able to, and I would save this. I'm going to add, and now I can go back to my project, go to my content, and add the video that I just chose, which was Peter Francisco. I click on it, I press choose, and now I have a video on Peter Francisco. It will now play on my digital board. Okay. I can create this box to be bigger. I can move the box. Anytime I have those 4 arrows, I can move them within my page. Okay, another type of box is this text box. This is where you can edit and add your information in regards to what is needed for your project. Notice that when you press here, you have bold, italics, underline. You can number things. You can increase or decrease the font. I'm going to write in here loyalist, or maybe I will write famous loyalist. I might want to change this background. I want maybe an index card instead of what I had chosen before. I exit out of there, and now I've created my second text box. As I move along my page, I have another text box, I have another media file, but notice that I have a third type of box, and this is attachments. You can click on this little trash can to get rid of them because you will not be uploading files. It will not be necessary for your project. So we will exit out of that. You will continue adding items to your digital board poster in order to complete your project. I will show you one other item on how to add a picture. So I'm going to go back up to the tabs and I will be on Google now. I want to search for some famous American Revolution loyalist. Thomas Hutchinson happens to be one. I want to add his picture onto my board, and the way I will do this is by going on the search button down here where it says type here and search, or your little magnifying glass. I want to look for the snippet tool. You will type in snip, you will choose snip and sketch. I will go to where it says new. Notice that your screen kind of gets blacked out, a section of it. I will click new and I will go over to the picture of Mr. Hutchinson. I will create a box around his picture. And now I can see that I have his picture. I will go up here to the little disc where it says save as. I will click. I will save it to my pictures. I will save them. Actually, I will go to where it says OneDrive. and I'm going to save on OneDrive Mr. Hutchinson and save. I will go back to my Discovery Education board. Back in here, I'm going to make this box a little bit bigger, and I'm going to go to where it says upload. I am going to add my files, and I would like to go to my OneDrive, and I'm going to search for Mr. Hutchinson. There it is. I will click, I will open, and I will ask it to start upload. I will then say done. And now I have a picture of Andrew Hutchinson on my board. Let me move this text box out of the way. And there is his picture. Again, remember, what else is nice about the board is that it continues to save as you work on your project. You will not need to continue to save it. It automatically does that for you. So this is how to create a digital poster board.